increased economic participation. And that is why I am saying this fund should have been entrenched into the Constitution like yesterday. With those very many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I thank you and I submit.
Has the Honorable Fatma spoken to this? Order, Honorable Fatma, have you spoken to this? Yes, because I'm being biased in terms of gender because of time. So if all our honorable female members have spoken, I will go to honorable gentlemen in Parliament. And so let us have Honorable Caleb Mule.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I raise to support the constitutional amendment bill of the National Assembly, Bill number 4, to entrench the NGCDF, GAF, and the Senate oversight into the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, it should be in record that we are only talking about 2.5%. Only 2.5% of the national budget is what we are talking about that goes to NGCDF. And the rest, when you subtract 100% from 2.5, you get about 97.5%. And that 2.5%, Mr. Speaker, is the only fund that is felt on the ground. NGCDF fund is the only fund that is properly managed. It is the most felt on the ground, and it is the best oversighted fund. It is oversighted by the board, it's oversighted by us, members of parliament. Like, for example, when I go to my village, I stand in any school, in a funeral, in a radius of 5 kilometers, I can point out and say, this is a project that NGCDF has done. This is a project that NGCDF has done. So, if it is not a school, I'll pinpoint a student who has benefited from bursary. When you compare the 2.5% of the national cake with what the county gets, and you barely see nothing. Let me give us a case study of Machakos County. In Machakos County, they have a budget of about 12 billion shillings. And from the 12 billion shillings, 30% of the 12 billion shilling is what should go to development. That, when you do the math, is about 4 billion shillings. In our county, that is Machakos County, we have 8 constituencies. When you divide the 4 billion shillings with the 8 constituencies, that gives you 500 million per constituency. But you cannot see that. As compared to what the MPs get, we barely get 150 million or to 200 million shillings per year. When you compare 200 million per year to 500 million per year, and you cannot see anything, that really gives the NGCDF fund a big advantage of being felt in the society. We went for public participation, Mr. Speaker. 98.5% of Kenyans said, let us retain the NGCDF. Mr. Speaker, on Tuesday, I'm coming very early so that I can vote. This bill, this amendment bill of NGCDF to be enshrined in the Constitution. When you go to, like, for example, the NGCDF is properly tabulated and in areas where the NGCDF should be used. Like, for example, We have environment where we plant trees. We have schools, that is development. We have bursaries. A certain percentage of the 2.5% should go to bursaries. And these bursaries have given hope to the hopeless. We have so many students who have benefited from the bursary, who, if not for the bursaries, they will not have gone to school. These bursaries equalizes for those who have and those who don't have. So if it was not for the bursaries, many students and many of us, even in this parliament, would not have gone to school. In development, for example, NGCDF states properly the percentage and where this fund should go. If it is a class, it states clearly how much that class should cost. Like, for example, now, we have, in my constituency, we had emergencies when we had a lot of rains the previous season. So many of the toilets in schools went down, sank. If it was not for the emergency fund, we would not have built those toilets. NGCDF is really doing a great job in our society and in our schools. And I pray that we put back the sports factor in NGCDF, which used to take care of the young students and the young adults and the our youth who are at home and not busy. They used to be kept busy by this allocation of the fund. Mr. Speaker, NGCDF also does administration, giving decency to chiefs so that even the chiefs can be respected in the society. Through NGCDF, we build chiefs' offices and equip them. Through NGCDF also, we are doing laboratories and we are also doing computer labs. If it was not for NGCDF, I'm wondering what would happen to our schools now that we have CBC. And through CBC, they need labs. And you see, in the rural areas, we have students who have never seen a Bunsen burner, a test tube. It is through CDF that these students will be able to have good laboratories and they will fairly compete with other students who are elsewhere and in private schools. So, Mr. Speaker, I support the entrenchment of NGCDF in the Constitution. Thank you.
What is out of order, Chair, Finance and National Planning Committee? Give him the mic.
Here's the mic.
He's not the MP to interrupt business for no reason.
So, Honorable Speaker, I'm cognizant of the honorable members that have lined up the whole afternoon to contribute to this matter.